Hello, hi there, it's me, it's Dave. How's it going, my friends? God bless you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to join me for what I hope to be new and exciting knowledge for you about Mortal Kombat 11. I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 for over 2 years, but it seems like there's still many things to discover in this game. However, it seems like YouTube is trying to censor me somewhat. Okay, so this is a live stream, just making sure that everything works. Okay, alright, here we go. So yes, hi there, my name is Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. Really, thank you so much for joining along. Oh boy, really trying to get the knowledge out there to as many people about this game seems to be difficult sometimes, because there's server downages with NRS, somehow the broadcast stopped, which is very perplexing. This game is still filled with many glitches and things to discover, and what I'm hoping to share with you in this video are some new things that I've learned about this game within the last week of playing. So I've been playing for over 2 years, and if I had known this stuff at day one, I wish someone had told me what I'm about to share with you, because it really would have influenced my whole entire play style and way that I attack this game. Because really, it seems that there are hidden mechanics that not everybody knows about, and you should probably know about this too. So please do leave a like if this kind of stuff interests you. But so sorry for those of you that were in the first live stream, because, you know, apparently things happened. Hey there, Bob. Hey there, Plague Doctor. Hey, Cider. Black Gaijin. Canyon. Dragon Ball. Face with the Mortal Grey. Gus. Thank you, my friends, for joining along. Alright, I'm so sorry about those that were in the first stream. Yes, unfortunately, the game is going through some growing pains, I feel. There's been some updates going on, I feel, secretly. Given that the servers have just been down, they're doing some sort of maintenance, some sort of updating to the server. So that's leaving the game with some kind of growing pains. But like I said at the beginning of this video, if someone had told me about how to properly be playing this game, I would have been doing this. And I think, like, the first thing that I should tell you is get a turbo controller. Turbo controllers greatly change the dynamic of how you play this game, meaning that things like the Endless Tower or the Survivor Tower suddenly become a lot more easily completed in your spare time while you're sleeping, doing something. Especially these Endless Towers, because the Endless Towers, you can set it to play for thousands and thousands of games. Now, what is the purpose of this? How should this interest you? Well, you can accomplish a lot of things by getting a crazy win streak with a turbo controller, with an Endless Tower, really trying to unlock these secret features of the game, I feel is something that's not been properly communicated to players, and I think if you take advantage of what I'm going to share with you in this video, you should be able to profit too. So, okay, let's just take Jade. I tried to take Collector before, but things went south with Collector. We're just gonna take Jade. So take whatever character you prefer into this Endless Tower, and with a turbo controller, if you have, like, the right setup, you can just do this tower forever, endlessly. Now, with Jade here, this is not really proper setup, but we are just going to end Sonya here so that we can get ourselves some information, because really getting a win streak is not important if you don't understand what it's useful for. So let's end Sonya. We're flawless. Yay. Nice. We are the Jaded Rabbit. Whee! Alright, okay, so let's do a finisher too. We're just gonna do a friendship. So, when you do these Endless Towers in successive fashion, I would suggest having some sort of AI build to get you through this without you actually playing. You hook this up with a turbo controller, let it play while you're asleep. And then you'll have thousands of wins in a win streak. What is the significance of it here? Well, as you can see, there's a lot of significance. So let's really just focus on the profile XP, because there are some crazy numbers that are popping up here. We've got 18,700 consecutive win streak. With the flawlesses, with the time spent, with our little combos, we get 20,000 off of that match. And if you rewind this video and you play it back in slow-mo, you'll actually see like a little small sliver of XP gainage underneath my combat card. So suddenly, each match that you do is giving you a bunch of XP. Now, coupled with a turbo controller, you let this play like for the whole night. You go to sleep, you wake up, you're thousands of matches in. There's suddenly a significant positive feedback loop that you're seeing with the profile XP gain. So over the last week, I've gone from level 99 to level 134, which is kind of ridiculous. Now, going from level 99 to level 101 or 102, that was accomplished within the first night of playing, and each night that I've left the turbo controller to play this endless tower for me, you get more and more levels each day. So it's not like a static amount that you're seeing every night, but every night it's going up more and more because of that positive feedback. Now, with every consecutive win, you're getting more XP, and you will really see the effect after you have like 1,000 matches in. Now, the idea here is that you would want something like an AI to do the towers for you. So I was just showing you Jade because I love Jade, but the idea is that you really need an AI build that can play the towers for you so that you can get this crazy XP. So here we have like Rambo. Rambo is one of the better AIs to just get insta kills with 1 second of play. So here you get a brutality. Once again, you're going to see a lot of XP gain just from one match. Suddenly I'm seeing like, after leaving the game for 1 hour, I'm growing by 1 whole level. Now, this is all very fine and dandy, but what are the purposes of having all of this XP available to you? Like, what's the purpose of this? So let's take a look at the combat card. If you're familiar with how this game works and how it's kind of like stingy with giving out time crystal, suddenly you can turn this crazy profile XP gain into a reliable source of time crystal. Albeit it's not much, but it has been giving me gains to my time crystal balance, which is very nice. But I think more importantly, is that this crazy number profile level, it creates significant mind games for whoever you face in Kombat League. So with Kombat League, I've been noticing people just quit on me a lot more when I'm at level 134. So I could just imagine like a newer player coming up against me, seeing like level 134. That's like significant mind game for this poor fellow. So yes, I really do like having this thing, because it's also a way to show off in the towers. Let's say you actually do well on a tower, you get like number 1 or number 2 on a tower. You want your profile level to just be something ridiculous. I feel like that's just a lot of fun. So here we are, number 1 with like level 134. I don't see anyone close to that, but we are just going really high in level. Oh wait, Cindy. Oh, she's got a high profile level too. She's my friend. Oh boy. So yes, Cindy sent me a comment on one of my previous videos asking me how am I getting such crazy profile XP gain? Because seriously, over the last like 4-5 months, I've been stuck at level 99. And over the last week, I've grown by 34 levels. And considering that this is all being done while I'm asleep, Like, it's just genius. It's so genius that I'm not even playing the game, and I'm actually getting all of this profile, all of this time crystal, all of this level gain. It's really, really quite unusual. So yes, I really do recommend getting some sort of turbo controller to pair with your usage of MK11, because it will feel a lot more rewarding with this game. Like, I've only put in, like, maybe 20... Maybe about, like, 50 hours. We're gonna say about, like, 50 hours of having the turbo controller just playing for me. But compared with, like, the 900 that I was playing with my thumbs, like, I feel like, why haven't I been doing this from day one? So this is why I'm trying to really, like, elaborate that, like, I've been playing the game wrong. Like, this is, I wish I had known this from day one. And if this is, like, news to you, I think that you should be considering this as well, because there's a lot more benefits besides just profile XP when using a turbo controller. So, okay, let's take a look at the comments. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Really means so much that you are here for this stream. Please do leave a like if you enjoy this kind of stuff. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. Hey Joseph, hey Justin, hey Strange Cousin, Cynthia Solis. What about always clicking A or X after the match is over? So with a turbo controller, if you're not familiar what a turbo controller does, it will actually hit, like, whatever button you want it to press repeatedly, 25 times per second. This is what my turbo controller does. It hits the same button 25 times per second. So it gets me through those endless towers without me even really doing anything. Really quite amazing. Bob Blanton, impressive. Late in the stream. Hey there, Yuri. You're not late. The party don't start till you walk in, my friend. Okay, so, thank you so much. What kind of turbo controller I should get? So, I will be giving some recommendation, in a little bit, my friend. But yes, I think that we should be focusing on what else can you be using this turbo controller for. So, I think, like, Kano. This is a good one. Well, I don't think I have a lot of stuff for him unlocked. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna take along some, like, fancy gear pieces. I don't have anything unlocked on these slots. So these gear pieces that are at the bottom of the list, they come from, like, skin packs, they come from, like, Kombat League, but it's hard to, like, unlock something if you're just using, like, Kombat League to unlock gear pieces. Now, mind you, I have been using Kombat League to unlock gear pieces, i.e. make their Jinsei Essence slot available with Jade and Devora, because these are, like, my mains, and I've been able to unlock, like, a lot, I guess, just from playing Kombat League. But mind you, this is what I've been able to unlock in the course of maybe a year. Right? Just playing Jade without augments in Kombat League. This is what I've unlocked in about a year. Pretty much the same situation across the board for all of her gear pieces. Yeah, I mean, like, if you've been watching my Kombat League streams, my fashion kind of changes because I try to unlock these gear pieces. But now that I have, like, a crazy win streak, I can apply this to characters I don't use and get their gear slots unlocked without using augments, without using gear level up tokens, without using consumables. So when you have a crazy win streak in your endless tower, it will be applied also to a survivor tower. So let's take this Kano that I dressed up. Let's put it on very easy. I'm not a Kano main, guys. Okay, and let's also put on just, like, healing, just in case. You know, you never know. You never know. But this is just a really great way of, like, getting a lot of, like, XP. So let's kill here with Noob. Oh no! Oh no! He's coming for me very easy, very hard. Alright, okay, there we go. Let's just do a friendship too. Gotta make it nice. Who wants sausage? Do love some sausage. Okay, so, yes, here, now we can take a look at the gear and the level being applied to it from the XP. So in one match, without using consumables or augments, I'm able to just unlock that first slot with this 93,000 XP that I'm getting from gear, from this consecutive wins for gear XP. So if you take a look at the details here, gear XP and consecutive wins, you'll see 93,000. So that's 5 times the regular consecutive win streak that is applied to your profile level XP. So you get 5 times what you would usually get for profile level XP for gear level XP. So in just one match, you're unlocking that first slot. Unfortunately, it does not go into the next slot because this is way more than you would need to unlock that first slot. Just 5,000 is needed for that first slot. But the idea here is now, like, with just 3 matches, I can unlock all of the slots. So this is very nice. So let's take Kano here again. Whee! Oh no! Ah! He dead! Okay, so friendship. Ooh, sausage. Alright, so let's take a look at the comments. Do you guys have any gears that you want to, like, unlock all of the slots for? I have a lot of characters that I want to do this for, because I have lots of augment builds that I make. Really need more gear pieces that are fashionable. But yes, it seems like there is some sort of, like, glitch here. So it says that I'm gaining 94,000 gear XP. However, it looks like only about like 9,000 has actually been applied. It takes 10,000 to level up that second slot. So yeah, it seems like there are glitches to discover with this like crazy amount of win streaks that can be used, which is odd. It seems like there is like some sort of like maxing out or capping of the gear level XP actually applied. So even though it says 94,000, it doesn't look like it's actually 94,000. Okay, so let's get Frost. Yay! Okay, so, let's take a look at the details here again, so that you can see what I'm talking about here. 94,000 gear level XP. Okay, so with the third match, we fully unlocked the first 2 slots, all without consumables, augments, or using, anything like that to really try and get the win. It's crazy that this is possible, but it seems like, yes, the profile, the gear level XP is capped, but we should see easy to unlock third slot here too. Might take 3 matches, but we should be able to do it very easily. So whereas it took me like a year to unlock all of those gear pieces for Jade, I can do this with any character whenever I want now and just have fun. I love it. It's just a great way of really playing this game, and if I had known this from day one, I would have been playing this game much differently. Much differently. So let's take a look again here at the gear level XP that we're gaining. Oh wow, this is just so crazy. Okay, so we're just making like just little small like advances there. But I mean, if you do have the consumable, you should totally use it. It's called the training manual. It doubles your gear XP. You can use consumables, but it's not required. But we've got it. We might as well use it. So here we should be able to level up this this whole entire Jinsei slot without much like investment or currency. Just need to like play some matches, which is not too hard. Mind you, this is all on very easy, right? So it's totally like easy to just do all of these things, which is nice. Do enjoy this. Okay, so wow, let's take a look. Okay, no. So we're gonna have these things unlocked, which is so nice. Okay, one more match and we'll be there. Pretty nice. So, trying to get all of the gear pieces unlocked with every character seems very much possible now, very much easier, because, like, otherwise you would have been investing, like, currency to actually augment the character, unlock the gear slots you would need to use the gear level XP tokens, which are rarely available from the crypt, so wasting them doesn't sound, like, smart. This is a much smarter way of playing the game. Okay, so ʍțʍɨ̈ṛ, you can sell it on the basis, let's play the game itself so you can have more time with her. Oh boy, okay, yes! I love that you guys are making excuses for getting a turbo controller. Oh boy. Hey Ragnar, glad you joined us. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. So yes, really trying to get all of the secrets out of this game. I feel like this stuff was not clear to me or obvious, like, before getting this turbo controller, and the turbo controller has been giving me much benefits here. Now we have these, like, gear pieces unlocked. Didn't have to waste any gear level up tokens. I mean, we've got 1,412 of them, but I mean, they can run out. It is very much possible to run out. I'm running out of easy fatality tokens. Oh boy. So yes, I think that, like, trying to unlock all of these gear pieces, or whatever gear pieces that you want to play with, it's a lot easier once you have a turbo controller. You have a crazy profile level, you can unlock all of the gears that you want, but on top of that, I've got like 2 million hearts. I've never had in the game at any single point 2 million hearts. So I feel like really trying to have a build or an AI that's set up for you is important to try and get you currency, get you more gear level XP, get you more profile level XP. There's just so many ways to use this thing that I've never really thought about before. So given that we are now focusing on the Endless Tower, the Endless Tower is of increased difficulty to the Survivor Tower, but both of them share a win streak. And now that we have something like a 19,000 win streak, it becomes even more important to understand how to keep that win streak and how to actually use it while gaining profile XP so that you can get things like currency, so that you can use it like on test your luck platforms or other parts of the game. So I feel here it's important to note that this tower that you're seeing here, the Endless Tower and the Survivor Tower, they share a win streak. However, if you go over here to Towers of Time and you do a tower here, like, these towers have different win streaks. So whenever you complete a tower over here, it does not influence your win streak on classic towers. So these are two separate categories of win streaks. In fact, it gets even more complicated with Towers of Time because the win streaks that you have in co-op are separate from the win streaks that you have with regular Towers of Time, which are separate from Stage 6. All of these different kinds of platforms, they have separate win streaks. So really trying to set your turbo controller only to playing on the Endless Tower, that's important, but you want to make sure that when you are playing the Endless Tower, you just don't quit out of a fight. You have to quit when you're in between matches. But here, let's take a look at Rambo. So Rambo is, I think, like one of the best options for pairing with the turbo controller, mainly because he's getting through the tower so quickly. Here with Rambo, though, we've had to play around with the AI build a bit. We've had previous AI builds that were meant for Survivor Towers. However, Survivor Towers can be very easy. With the Endless Tower, this is a medium difficulty tower, so we've had to make some augment changes, some AI changes. So this is also doubling as a Rambo AI and augmented build video, because there are changes here with how we're using Rambo. Oh boy, okay, so we gotta turn on that AI feature. Totally missed that. So like I was saying, you can only safely quit out of the tower when you're in between matches. When you're in a fight, you can't quit or lose, because this will hurt your ability to get a win streak. So let's take Rambo, put on the AI, and put him in the tower. So here, the Rambo AI has to perform differently, and has to use like you must be using like other kinds of augments here in order to really make sure that your Rambo is winning 100% of the time. Now, I'm using Rambo here. You can use whatever AI build that suits your fancy, but you have to make some considerations specifically for this endless tower. So what Rambo is doing here, like I'm sure you guys all know, he just does this over and over. However, the AI settings have changed greatly so that you're able to be more of a versatile fighter with Rambo. This Rambo doesn't only perform the hidden M60 amplified move, he also performs combos, which I think is important. However, you'll only see this in particular fights with characters that teleport. This particular build is relying on the hidden M60, but characters like Raiden or Kung Lao or Collector with the right variation or Scarlet with the right variation can just teleport. And then Rambo is totally susceptible to being hit. So knowing that Rambo can go down in certain instances, we have to change the augments and we have to change the AI behavior. But what you're seeing is pretty much like the same kind of results where you're getting that lucky brutality just instantly. So let's take a look at the augments. Let's also take a look at the AI behaviors, because we're using something quite different here for this endless tower with its increased difficulty. And if you can imagine, for every kind of AI activity, you would have to be using different AI behaviors. So like the AI behaviors that you would typically use in regular single-player towers of time would not be applicable to AI battle, or similarly, endless towers. So let's take a look at this build. It's a little different. So, okay, so this is my slave build with Rambo that I've been using to get this win streak. So, the heart of the build is defenseless, Lucality for Rambo, and Ammo Dump. What these three augments do is that it gives Rambo 120 bullets with the hidden M60 amplified, each carrying an 8% chance to trigger an auto kill. As well, each of them carry a 20% chance to be unblockable. So what this means is that, like, pretty much, there's no way for any opponent to block. Your attack will be essentially unblockable because you've got 120 hits, each hit carrying this 20% chance to be unblockable, and as soon as defenseless activates, then each of your bullets hitting the opponent has an 8% chance to trigger, and you've got a massive 120 tries, which is very, very nice. So this is like one of the best ways to get through these endless towers because everything is just happening so quickly, and I think in terms of using the turbo controller, you really want the fights to be over quickly. However, now that we're facing medium difficulty, we have to be using armor clad and in good repair. If you've seen my previous Rambo videos, then you might notice that we don't run all of this armor. Mainly because the armor isn't needed when you're facing survivor towers on very easy. But on endless towers with medium difficulty, running both armor clad and in good repair is not only necessary for Rambo, but pretty much necessary for any build with any character that you're planning to use to conquer endless towers with a turbo controller. Now, we're also equipped with perfect combat and brutal heart, so that we're able to pick up 106 hearts with the right consumable off of every match per second. You're getting 106 hearts. So with 106 hearts per second, I've been able to translate that into 2 million hearts, 2,063,000 hearts. I've never had such a hearts balance so high ever before, and this was just in 1 week of playing while I'm asleep, like letting the turbo controller play while I'm asleep. So this is quite an amazing amount of currency to be getting. I feel like even just the passive souls gain with no augments, I'm at 1.4 million, which is crazy. 1.4 million. So like this is really great if you want to use currency to get through test your luck towers, to get through things in the crypt. Like, I feel like I'm still missing things from the Naknaden Shrine. So, having this currency available to you is very useful, as well as I'm doing some testing with glitches in the crypt, so having all of this souls fragments available to me, this is very beneficial for my own testing purposes. So I feel like a turbo controller is the best way to play this game, because now you're going to be able to take on things like test your luck towers a lot more easily, or meteor towers, because you've got all of this currency. And for me personally, I'm missing 4 elder augments. No, I lie. Five generic elder augments, and I have to spend 2,500 hearts per attempt. So having 2 million, I'm like well set to try and find those missing generic augments at level 4. Yay. So yes, having the currency available to you, there's just endless ways that you can be using this currency. However, I feel like the magic here is not only with the augments. This is an AI build, so I'm having Rambo play for me. AI behavior has greatly changed. So now we have a high investment in combos and grappling. We are trying to catch the opponent with his grappling type attacks whenever Rambo has to go into a combo. You have to remember, when you're facing increased difficulty, you need the AI to be versatile enough to handle opponents that are able to avoid that insta-kill. So characters like Kung Lao, Raiden, Scarlet, Scorpion, potentially, Noob Saibot. I think mainly, like, #1 killer for Rambo is Kung Lao. So having Rambo set up with his AI so that he can do fancy combos, this is important. So I think, like, having 29 in combos, 26 in grappling, you're gonna see a lot of slides going on with Rambo, especially with the investment in runaway and reversal. So we've put none in zoning because we don't want the AI to only do hidden M60. We want the AI to be versatile enough. And unfortunately, with the augments, Rambo will be performing pretty much like 99% of the time how you want him to, so you won't be seeing the need for it unless you lose. But I have lost one time, and then I realized I need a different Rambo build, and this is what I came up with. So having access to his grappling attacks, it's very beneficial in extending his combos. However, you don't really see that happening unless you put a little bit of runaway, and the runaway here really allows Rambo to go for the Savage Slide. The Savage Slide is going to be one of his, like, combo enders or combo starters, so having this 3 in Runaway, I think, is very much beneficial. Now, combined with 2 in Reversal, what you're seeing here is more survivability with the build. There are instances where he could go down. However, with the proper augments and the proper AI distribution, I feel that you're able to handle a lot of things easier, a lot more easier. So do consider trying out this Rambo build, which is slightly different, should be able to give you a nice win streak for endless towers if you are using a turbo controller, which I feel like you should be doing. Now, this build can be adapted for different situations. Now, if I want souls, this is what I'm using for souls, which is pretty much the same augments. However, I've swapped out perfect combat for heart and soul. So what you end up getting here is that instead of hearts, you'll be getting souls, which isn't like a lot of souls in comparison to what you could be getting with more currency augments. However, if you are trying to use this with your endless tower, like I'm going to be using this after I've gotten 10 million hearts. I think that's my goal. Once I've gotten 10 million hearts, I'm going to try and get 10 million souls. When I move on to souls, this is what I'm going to be using. And it has the same AI behavior, the same augments, except for one, so that we're adapted to collect more souls with heart and soul. Now, for Koin, I would not recommend going into endless towers. If you want to collect coin, I would suggest sticking to survivor towers. Very easy. And in that case, you might want to take off the armor clad, but I think like having armor clad boosts the build's chances to 100% of getting you coin, but I would suggest sticking coin to those survivor towers, not the endless towers. The endless towers are better suited for getting you lots of soul and lots of hearts, which is very, very nice. I'm so like excited to like share this with you because this build has been giving me a lot of success in terms of getting more profile level XP, in terms of like unlocking gear pieces for characters. So like this Jaxi guy, like we've unlocked 2 of the gear pieces. We have to unlock 1 more, but I am excited because I didn't have these things unlocked before, so like my zombie Jax, I can use him for an augment build. Very nice for like having whatever gear piece that you want to play with readily available to you without actually spending things like gear level up tokens or bothering to like actually augment your character. So like there's a lot of gear pieces in the game that I would like to get unlocked, so I'm going to be working on that. But getting even more profile level XP, like in this last night I gained 6 levels while letting the game play for me. So I'm anticipating like even more than that tonight. So I really feel like you should be playing with a turbo controller to get that profile level up, to get more gear level unlocks, to get more currency, millions of hearts, millions of souls. But yes, there's obvious benefits to having all of these things in great abundance. So I really hope that you like try it out. Now, in terms of like a turbo stick. So like I was actually gifted a turbo stick from one of our dear friends. Thank you so much, Cane Juice. A huge shout out to Cane Juice. Cane Juice sent me a Mayflash F300 fight stick, which has like a turbo button on it. Now the turbo button, it's pretty easy to use. I'm able to like just get lots of easy wins with it, but we will be making a separate video about this turbo fight stick controller, which is very nice. I would not classify the use of a turbo controller as cheating. I feel like it's just a controller. It's not like I'm putting in some crazy macros into the game for it to like actually play the game for me. I'm not using this in Kombat League, although there are ways that you can. But I'm not using it in those like instances where you're playing with other people, because like I think that might be somewhat of an unfair advantage, but I'm not I'm avoiding that. But I know that there are ways to use it there. Lol. But we are talking about ways to use it just for, I feel like, what are very honest things, like profile level XP, unlocking gear pieces, and getting more currency. So yes, wow, what a crazy video that that we've had today. I really hope that I've shared something new with you. In fact, I think this is very much new. We've gone over new augment builds for Rambo to get you currency, but this is my slave. He's my slave. He's working real fine in those endless towers. I would adapt this differently for, like, other situations, but now, like, endless towers are my focus. So this is, like, my slave build, and he's just going to be working those towers over and over. But yes, as you can see, with quite a different AI distribution from what I recommended previously, like in November of 2020, this is quite different. So I would suggest using a Rambo build more like this, mainly because you get the survivability off of the reversal and runaway. Okay, so wow, thank you so much, my friends, for joining along. Likes, comments, subscribes, greatly appreciated. Let's take a look at what you guys are saying in the live stream chat. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so Jarrell still plays. I'm 3.0 for classic katana. Nice. Okay. Justin, should I put lifestealer or armor clad for Rambo? So as we discussed in the video, I feel like armor clad and in good repair is absolutely necessary for an AI build to take you through endless towers. You do have some options, however, they are inferior to armor clad and in good repair. Namely, you have Blessed Shield, which gives you a 10% chance to armor through any hit. As well, you've also got, let's see if we can find it, Banged and Bruised. So you get armor after suffering a 5-hit combo. This thing is not as good as armor clad and in good repair, but if you have access to these augments, you can consider them for use in endless towers. Let's take a look. I was so tired of changing all my gear augments into soul slots. This is great. I'm happy to hear that, Plague Doctor. I hope that you guys are really getting something new from this. Okay, what type of turbo controller you have and how much was it? So yes, we will be having another video about the turbo controller, but it's definitely a budget controller. It's not an expensive one, so yes, I do hope that that you check out this other video that I've got for you guys. How would you use it in Kombat League? Not going to discuss that. I think that might be really unfair against anyone who does not have a turbo controller. Isaiah, thank you, Justin. Oh, okay. How does the turbo controller help? Yes, it does press the buttons 25 times per second, but it is like I feel like there's unseen benefits that you may not realize. So yes, if you are just joining along now, hope you watched the whole video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please do check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord, where we have a lovely community. Please do join the community. Everyone is welcome to. Also, please consider joining the Jaded Bunny fam, where we have lots of secret builds, #1 strategies to take you to the top of the global leaderboards, as well as like special videos about other topics. These are all secret, but you can find out if you join the Jaded Bunny fam. As well, you get access to a secret group chat. Like, I do love our little secret group chat. Very nice. But when you do support the channel by joining the fam, you get to be part of a fancy credits list. So yes, special shout outs to my mini bunnies, Joshua, my bunnies, Ross, Marky, Alina, Jackson, Dreaded Jones, Dr. Eggman, Atomic X-Fire, Dante, Caleb, Robert, Thomas, Cody, Erdem, Shane, Yuri, Whiskey Baylor, Livy the Loaf, Will, Canyon, Jason, Andre, the Hakaishans, Snoopy, David, Eric, Honeybun, and Shay. Special shout out to Honeybun and Shay, who just joined like this week. Thank you so much, my friends, for joining the fam. Hope you're rolling in those time crystals. Wink. Also, special shout outs to my rabbits, Queen Melina, Alan, Sean, Ryan, Jason, JJ, Jenny, Honest Evo, A Misanthrope, and the Joker. My Jackrabbits, Cider Mike, Joel, Plague Doctor, and my Elite Rabbits, Ragnar and Cane Juice. You can find them all on my featured channels tab. Please do pay their channel a visit. They have some lovely MK11 content as well. But yes, oh boy. Yikes! If you're here at this part of the video, you might know what happens next. Oh boy. Okay, so, to commemorate, like, you guys in the fam, I like to give you, like, a special sing-song. So, oh boy. Ooh, you need some augments. Ooh, well, I got them. Ooh, 'cause I'm the rabbit. Jack said make a build for the fighter who shares my name. JJ, Cool Dice, Cody, and Canyon in my bunny gang. Yeah, we'll be sparring until Frost and Ragnar stops us. And Jade mercies us 'cause she's already flawless. I just wanna spar Mark tonight. Mirror match with Cider Mike. Oh, I make augment builds, alright. We go eco, we go home. Throw racer ranks all night long. Jade wins the match if we zone. Nah, 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 nah. We go eco, we go home. Throw racer ranks all night long. Jade wins the match if we zone. Yes, I'm a rabbit. Oh boy, okay, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking for too much. Oh boy, I hope that you enjoyed that though. I really do love you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're excited for what's coming next. But yes, love you guys so much. God bless you. Thank you for joining along. Leroy Q says, love you. Thanks for the Rambo build. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, I'm praying for all of you guys to be rolling in that time crystal. And until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.